2 reps here, I'm not sure. My mind is wandering. Okay, focus. workout is maybe a little harder than it looks, but hang in there, we're on the home stretch. We have less than 5 minutes left. So just keep going, do the best you can, okay? Try to keep as quick a pace as you can. Let's finish one more round, no matter how long it takes, okay? still not 100% recovered from my last blood donation, so we're gonna do a half burpee again today. So we're doing our bonus burpee, but I'm eliminating the push-up. If you can do push-ups today, then go ahead and put the push-up in. So that was actually a great little workout. I don't know if you heard when my timer actually beeped, because there's like lawnmowers and stuff going on outside. I don't know if you could hear it, but my timer beeped when I had 2 reps left on my final round. So I just went ahead and did those last 2 reps. So I finished almost 9 rounds in the 16 minutes. So next time I do this workout, I'll try to beat that score. I'll make it my goal to finish 10 full rounds, and I'll see how close to that I can get. So that's why I'm always writing down my scores and counting and keeping track of everything. It's so that next time I have a clear goal in mind of what I want to beat. I find it helpful. Not everybody does, but it's just something to consider. Before I go, I just want to give a couple of modifications for my beginners. So for the first exercise, if you can't jump, we're going to eliminate the jumping, okay? So if your balance is good enough that you feel you can do the exercise with your hands like this, then go ahead and clasp your hands behind your head, and instead of jumping, you're going to start by just taking a step to the side. Then you're going to do your twist like this, bring your knee up and meet it with the opposite elbow. Step your feet back together, that's 1 rep. You'll alternate sides, so now step to the other side, knee up, that's 2 reps. So step, crunch, 3, step, crunch, 4, like that, okay? If you're a super duper beginner, you've never done a workout before, or you just have really bad balance, and you don't feel like you're gonna be able to get through even that beginner modification, here's what you're gonna do. Just use a chair, make sure it's sturdy, make sure it's not gonna slide around on you, and you're gonna hold on to the chair for balance, okay? So at this hand, I'm gonna hold on to my chair. I'm gonna have this leg just slightly out to the side, and I'm gonna have this hand behind my neck. And then I'm gonna do my crunches like this, okay? So we're gonna do 8 crunches. So that's 2, 3, 4. I'll finish 8 crunches on this side, and then I'll switch sides. So I'll hold on to the chair with my other hand. Now place this hand behind my neck, and I'll reach this foot out slightly, and then do my other 8 crunches. So then I'll finish my 16 reps that way. Okay, so I think everyone can manage that. If for whatever reason that's not gonna work for you, just reach out to me. We will find something that's gonna work for you, okay? I promise. So for the second exercise, if you cannot hold a plank, all you need to do is bring your knees down like this, okay? So you're in this kind of like box position. Try to have your hands right under your shoulders, and try to have your knees right under your hips, okay? Now from here, if you can manage this, then just do the same exercise from here. So I'm going to lift one arm, and at the same time I'm going to lift the opposite leg. And now this time I have this supporting knee to help me out, okay? And you'll alternate sides. So now the opposite hand and the opposite leg, like that. If that is still too challenging, then try this instead, okay? You're gonna start in the same position, and you're gonna do basically the same thing. But instead of lifting this leg up in the air like this, I'm still gonna lift this hand, but at the same time I'm gonna just put this leg back, but I'll have my toe on the floor, so that again, I have a little bit more support and a little bit more balance. And then bring it back. And then alternate sides. So this hand reaches out, and the opposite foot reaches out and rests on the floor, and then come back. If that's still too difficult for you, then just play around until you find out what you can do. What's the most challenging variation that you can do? Okay, so maybe you can just tap your hand out instead of holding it out. So tap the hand out, tap the opposite foot. Maybe you could try that. Maybe you need to keep your knees stationary and just reach straight ahead. Try to keep the rest of your body perfectly still and just reach those arms out one at a time. Okay? Or maybe you want to try it with your legs. So maybe try lifting one leg at a time and leaving your hands stationary. or lifting the leg and tapping the hand. Okay, so just play around and I want you to choose the option that you can do but challenges you. So choose the option that's the most challenging for you, but don't choose one that's out of your reach currently, because like I always say, if you try to do more than what you're ready to do right now, you're going to risk injury, and you're most likely going to get really discouraged because you can't do it, and it's going to be frustrating, and it's not going to make you want to continue. So that's the opposite of what we want. So you want to challenge yourself, choose the option that's the most challenging for you, but also make sure that you can do it, because we're doing 16 reps at a time, which might get a little challenging. You might start with one variation and then find that after 8 reps or so you can't do it anymore. That's fine. You can either cut your reps or you can switch to a less challenging variation for the rest of that round. It's up to you. Really, the only important thing, and like I always say, is just that you do it and you get it done. Okay, so it doesn't matter what variation of the exercise you choose, as long as you're challenging yourself and as long as you're following through on your commitment to actually do the workout, and as long as you're understanding that even if you're a beginner, if you've never worked out before and you're in terrible shape and you're overweight and you're old and your joints hurt and you have neighbors and you can't make noise and you don't have time and all the excuses in the world, you have to get rid of all those excuses. You have to understand that whatever you need to do to make it work for you, there's always a way. There's always a modification that you can do. There's always a way to make it work for you. So just make that commitment and try the modifications. And as always, if you need any help, if my modifications aren't working for you, just ask and we will find a way that you can get this done, I promise. So that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this workout. Don't forget to do your bonus burpee when you're finished, and please remember to stretch, it's so important. Okay, I will see you next time. Bye.